Let me give you some backstory here, okay? Let me give you some backstory. Most of you know I was sent this cameo.
Yo, what's going on, Bimmy? This is Kreekcraft dropping on in with a special cameo sent from Samuel. Says you're turning 6 on the 26th, so huge happy birthday to you, man. It says it's Bimmy's 6th birthday next week, and I'd like you if you wished him a happy Paw Patrol themed birthday party. Yo, that's awesome. Love me some Paw Patrol, right? So, happy birthday to you, Mr. Bimmy. Have a great day. Enjoy the party, and enjoy being 6 years old, all right? Stay safe, and have fun.
On Discord, I was DM'd through. I had nothing to do with this. It just popped up. Since then, listen to me. Since then, I can't go anywhere with having people say happy 6th birthday, Bimmy, all right? And it's become a meme, and I am trying to accept it. Although it still triggers me, I'm trying to accept it. So, I took matters into my own hand. This is a true story, okay? Everything I'm going to say is true. I literally made a cameo website, okay? Why are the best sellers AJ and Big Justice? I searched up Kreekcraft, okay? There he is. I booked a personal video. This is what I said. I went to advice. I said the video's for myself. Look, it's my history. I typed fat duck. I didn't even say my identity. And these were my instructions. I wrote something like this. I said, hi there, Kreekcraft. I don't have the exact thing I wrote, but this is basically what I said. I said, hi there, Kreekcraft. I'm really struggling to be a goat in SpongeBob Tower Defense. Was wondering if you could draft me a 6-unit team to compete in this game so I can be goated with the sauce. Okay, if I spelled it right. I basically said something like that. And then I said this. I said, you're bald. And no, I didn't say that. I probably said like, thank you or something like that. Okay. And then I continued to the payment. And then I paid $5 extra to get it expedited for 24 hours. So he would have to reply within 24 hours. And then I paid the $10 or whatever it was. Total, that is. And would you believe me? Would you believe me if this was the response I got? Update on your request to Kreekcraft from Cameo. Your request has been denied. He said, I've only played this game once, crying emoji. Bro could not just look at the game and here's what I think. I think he actually wanted me to have him, like, I thought he had some extensive knowledge about this game and I genuinely needed his help. I don't think he understood because I didn't say it was for a video or anything. So I think he actually thought I like needed his insight and bro was like, yeah, I don't play this game. It's crying emoji. So that's fine. We now have beef, Kreekcraft, and you did not fulfill my request. And I cried for 17 minutes afterwards when I saw that email pop in. But here, I haven't actually looked into this, but I believe we can work around this to actually get Kreekcraft to pick us a team. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me see if this is a thing. Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my goodness, it is. Kreekcraft AI. How come it says a while ago I talked to Freddy Fazbear? Look at this. Wait, it has a, he can talk to us. Look, oh, listen.
Hey, my name is Kreekcraft and I live stream and make videos about Roblox. I mainly play popular Roblox games like Piggy, Pet Simulator, and Bed Wars, but sometimes I play other games too, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Friday Night Funkin'.
That's insane. Now this says down here, this is AI, not a real person. Treat everything it says as fiction. No, this is actually the real Kreekcraft. You can't lie to me. Okay, Kreekcraft, you denied my cameo. Please explain. Yeah, what is Pro gonna say? Why is my name Sociable Rosemary? I don't even know. Hey guys, Kreekcraft here. I just want to address the issue about cameos. I'm not sure what this user is referring to in particular. I've had to deny some cameo requests in the past due to time constraints, not be able to accommodate certain requests. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for understanding. Listen, Kreek, there's a way around this. ...
Sure, I'm open to hearing your suggestions.
Yeah, you better be. You better be, buddy. So you denied my cameo request where I asked for 6 units for a team in SpongeBob Tower Defense ... Didn't ask for anything crazy.
Right, I remember that. You asked for 6 units on a SpongeBob Tower Defense team, correct?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I just told you I did. Why are you telling me? Why are you? Yes, I did. Anyways, I did ask that. Yet, you claimed you only played the game once, so that meant you didn't have the knowledge to pick a team for me. However, I think that's not a good enough excuse. What's bro gonna say to this? Holy yap fest.
You're right. It's true that I had only played SpongeBob Tower Defense once before, and I may not have had the most up-to-date knowledge on which units were currently the best or most effective.
I know.
However, I want to assure you that my decision to deny your request was based on a desire to provide you with the best possible cameo experience rather than a lack of willingness willingness to accommodate your request.
Kreekcraft, I'm not saying that you didn't feel like doing it. I understand that you just didn't have the knowledge. But, all right, we can make this better. Dear Kreekcraft, let's start easy. Give me 1 unit in SpongeBob Tower Defense to add to my team. Just 1. This guy should know.
Sure, I'd be happy to give you a recommendation for 1 unit to add to your SpongeBob Tower Defense team.
Great!
While many factors can affect the best unit for a particular situation,
of course,
I can suggest Sandy Cheeks as a solid addition to your team.
Okay.
She has decent range and damage, as well as a unique ability to increase the attack speed of nearby units.
She doesn't do
making
that.
her a valuable asset in any battle.
She doesn't, Kreek. She does not do that. That is a jellyfish jam trait, but it's good enough for me. All right, Kreekcraft said Sandy Cheeks. He literally said Sandy. I gotta ask him this. Would you like to choose normal Sandy? Band Geek Sandy, Texas Sandy, or Hibernation Sandy? I'm not, okay, he said Band Geek Sandy. Bro's yapping a freaking paragraph. He said Band Geek. All right, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I got a decent one. All right, Kreekcraft, you seem pretty knowledgeable on this game. Give me 2 more units to use on my team. ... Okay, what does this even mean? So he says he recommend the Patrick Star unit, whatever. And then he says his special ability to play dead can catch enemies off guard and provide some much needed breathing room during intense battles. Okay, should I use regular Patrick, Pinhead Larry, Elastic Waistband, or Soren Starfish? Bro's gonna say the common. Never mind! Soren Starfish, he talks about the ability to fly over obstacles, taking down enemies. Okay, luckily for him, my Soren Starfish is garbage. Level 45 Sea Bear, never mind. Level 46 Sidekick, good enough. Wait, he never gave me 2 more. Another unit, please, be specific. Larry the lobster. Okay, Kreekcraft knew that I have a good Larry. I just typed Laru. Bang, that's a good Larry. I should probably get him a higher level. Kreek, I need another. Gary? It's special ability to barf? What is, wait, hold on, Kreek, I gotta hear you say this.
All right, for your SpongeBob Tower Defense team,
Yes.
I'd suggest adding the Gary unit.
Great.
Gary has a strong attack damage, and its special ability to barf can deal massive damage.
Kreek, it does not barf. Are you referring to normal Gary or Dream Gary? Please say Dream Gary. Please say Dream Gary. Please say Dream Gary. Please. Yes! The Dream Gary. All right, Kreekcraft, you sounds like you do know about this game. Probably should put a sidekick on that. All right, Kreek, another one, please. He's just saying generic. Okay, I'm not gonna give him options. Which one? Which Squidward? Which Squidward are you talking about? There are several skins for the Squidward unit. The fry cooked Squidward, that is not a unit. However, the normal Squidward, oh, he talked about, no, he said normal Squidward. He said fry cooked Squidward, special ability that increases damage output when near a fryer. That'd be cool, but it's not real. Normal Squidward. He said it. I have to use it. Kreekcraft, that's your worst. That is by far your worst pick yet. All right, Kreekcraft. Without all the yapping and paragraph typing, please just tell me 1 more specific unit for my team. I don't want to get. I don't want to see a freaking paragraph, Kreekcraft. Apologies for confusion earlier. Recommend adding the Doodle Bob unit. And then he's yapping. He's literally still yapping. Okay, hold on. Okay, stop yap. I asked you not to yap, and then he just yapped. Finally. Do I not have a Doodle Bob? Do I not have a Doodle Bob? Why do I not have a Doodle Bob? Oh my gosh. All right, what are the odds I don't get a Doodle Bob? Let me make sure I'm not auto-selling him. There we go. Give me a Doodle Bob, please. And also a Sea Bear. Doodle Bob, Doodle Bob, Doodle Bob, Doodle Bob, Doodle Bob, Doodle Bob. Thank you for the Doodle Bob. All right, Kreekcraft. Here's the thing. Hold on. Gambling time. Gambling, trash. Gambling, trash. Gambling, trash. All right, now Kreekcraft needs to pick. I'm going to ask him to pick a map for me to play. I'm not going to tell him what maps are, though. I'm not going to tell him what the maps are. Great. Thanks for the team. Now, please pick a map for me to play on in SpongeBob Tower Defense.
No problem. I'm glad I could assist you with your team.
Yeah, great.
As for the map, I would recommend trying out the Krusty Krab map in SpongeBob Tower Defense. This map is a classic and well-known location from the show.
Okay, once again, don't need your life story, buddy. I asked for a map. Krusty Krab. Okay. Should I do the first or second endless map? Provide a fun challenge experience. You have unique features. The first endless map is great for so just pick one. He said he's just talking about them. The second endless map was more dynamic and fast-paced gameplay experience, which can make it a bit more challenging. Yeah. Choice up to you. No, I mean I don't need. I don't want to make a choice. I'm asking you specifically. Come on. Since you're struggling to choose, I recommend the second on this map. Thanks. The moving platforms and obstacles, there are none. All right, so we're on Krusty Krab, Endless B. Last question, Mr. Craft. This is the biggest one. Which wave should I strive to get to with the team you provided me on endless mode? Come on, come on. Something challenging. Ultimate Adventure skills try the game. I know the waves will get harder and harder. You should aim for the highest wave possible. Bro, answer the question. This is terrible. Just keep playing it. Improve your skills. This is terrible. Kreek, give me a wave goal now. I'm done being nice.
How about you aim to get to wave 25 or even 30?
What, 25 or 30? Kreek, I'm not in preschool. The wave goal heavily.
All right then. How about wave 50?
Oh my gosh. Kreek, listen to me. I could get to wave 50 by farting. Please make this challenging.
Wave 100 then. It'll be much more difficult.
This is Kreek. Wave 100 is not hard. I want you to challenge me as if you're putting a 600-pound sumo wrestler on my back and telling me to do 10 push-ups. How about wave 2? There you go, Kreekcraft. Gosh. Just have to yank it out of him sometimes. Holy. Here's the issue. Let's put some... these guys need some enchants, all right? Boys need some enchants here. How about the Squidward? Obviously, our beefiest unit. He'll get... no, not Wealth. Scholar. Jellyfish Jam. Unironically, probably could make him useful. And then my Doodle Bob. My Bob with a Doodle. Come on. Sea Bear? No. Jellyfish Jam? No. Stop giving me stuff I don't want. How's that sound, game? Come on. Pursuit. Good enough. Not gonna waste traits on him. And then... what else? That's the squad. I should probably feed my Larry. Let's give him... I don't know, bro. Let's get him to level 40 just to make myself a little bit happier. There we go. All right, that's the squad, Kreekcraft. I will forgive you for denying my cameo. For our good talk we had, he said Krusty Krab, Endless B, bang. Wait a second. Oh, great. My record's 252. So he knew what I was trying to go for. Okay, what's the strat here? Bandgeek Sandy's our starter. She might unironically be our highest damage unit. Oh, we'll have two separate units that are doing that kind of like Larry style attack. All right, we're gonna have a crazy like line attack going on here. Let's get a Squidward whose only task is to jellyfish jam them. That is your only purpose in life. He's jellyfish jamming all of those. We're gonna put basically everything in the jellyfish jam's range. All right, let's get some Dream Garys up at the front, and this has sidekick, so we're gonna put one back here as well, and then jellyfish jam him, and then jellyfish jam that guy. Get our Doodle Bobs. I like never use Doodle Bob, bro. Kreekcraft, this is the team you made for me, and it better be good. Well, I forgot I have sidekick on this. I can place 3 of them. All right, I think I've placed as much as I can place. That's too many. Well, Squidward doesn't count. Too many. All right, I'll put some Squidwards up at the front. All right, everything's maxed out. This is a team. It looks very goofy. I'm not gonna lie. W unit thing. Max out the Sandys first. Max out the Sandys. Blah, 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 blah. All right, wave 250, boys. If I can't do this, then Kreekcraft is not good at picking teams. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, wave 39. The only thing's not upgraded is one Doodle Bob and both my Dream Garys. All right, everything's maxed out except the Dream Garys. Squidward's doing 1,000 damage. Since when is that a thing? Doodle Bob maxed out is somehow doing less damage than the Squidward. How is that a thing? What? Whatever. Bandgeek Sandy might be our highest damage unit. 16,000 DPS, 70,000 DPS. Yeah. Starfish 7,000 damage. Larry 10,000 DPS. Dream Gary, you're here just for slowing. Your damage is 3,600. That's fine. You're here for sleeping, not slowing. All right, everything's maxed out. Can this team, which I kind of placed in a pizza slice for some reason, can this team get to wave 250 like Father Craft said? If not, I'll apologize to Kreekcraft on an emotional level and get this sorted out. Update wave 85. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but team kind of feels a little goated with the sauce. Nothing's gotten farther than like right here. We are almost at the halfway point of Mr. Kreek's goal. I'm gonna sit here for no apparent reason, specifically right here for no apparent reason. Don't ask. Yo, why are you watching? Yo, hey buddy, get back to work. Goodness forbid if I thrash on Squidward. That sounds weird. Update wave 140. Let me give an update as I'm looking because I wasn't looking. Man ray boss. Dead right there. This team. Oh, Kreekcraft, buddy. Oh, you should have challenged me harder, I believe. Even though I'd asked you 7 times to get here, but wave 155 boss. Go to the video. Might be his Dream Gary. Seriously. He doesn't do damage, but the sidekick is coming in clutch. Bro, wave 197. The boss gets right there. This is possible. 25 more waves, and I will complete Kreekcraft's challenge. I mean, mean, there's no reason we don't, right? This is how far the boss is getting on 225. Wait a second. I don't know. Because nothing is really attacking past, like, here. Next man ray should kill him, like, right here. I'm gonna stand right where he's gonna die. Watch this. I predicted it. I told you it's right here the whole time. Gotta get to 251 to count it. I can't wait to see what Kreekcraft does say to me after I tell him I complete his challenge. He's a bozo. That's why you never decline my cameo. Wave 250. One more. Bang. Kreekcraft, you're in for it, buddy. Kreek, I did your challenge. That's what you get for denying my cameo requests. Mwahaha.
All right, you got me.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you did the challenge.
Thank you.
I have to admit, I was wrong for denying your cameo request.
I mean,
and
not
you have
really,
proved
but-
me wrong. Congratulations on completing the challenge. That was impressive. You really showed me.
I did show you, Kreekcraft. I mean, you're allowed to deny it, I guess. Your reason was fine enough, but I don't know. Get absolutely nuked, buddy. I destroyed your challenge, Mr. AI Craft. Man, just kidding. That was a real person, totally. That's the video. I'm gonna go buy a boatmobile that I can't afford. Oh, look, I just stole one.